the best sleep last night, but whatever. So I see there's some people in the chat, but my thing is saying no one's viewing. Not exactly sure what that means. I'll post a comment in the chat. And if you are listening and you can post, tell me you are listening so I know. Maybe things are not working. Maybe they are working. I am not sure. But here I am, and I'm streaming. The first thing I wanted to do, because I think I've talked about it multiple times. Hello, Mama Lego. Someone's here watching. So this bag looks a little weird. And what this bag is a bag of Fabuland. If you don't know what that is, it is a really old theme for Lego that was like a city theme with animal people. I never actually opened this. I'm getting double voices. Okay. Not sure why that would be. I have a headset on. Let's see what my camera, audio, speakers. Let's try. Nope. Okay, maybe this will help. Is that better? I have no idea what to do. Hi. Is it fixed at all right now? Nope. Okay, cool. Oh, what can I do here? Because I noticed that when I looked in here, stuff had changed. And I don't know why. I do have some nice sets there. Is anyone else besides Mama Lego hearing this echo we're talking about? Let's see if I can't. What's this at? See if did that do anything? Hello, creative designer. Hello, Gary Mullane. You're saying there's no echo? Perhaps, Mama Lego, that's on your side? Hopefully, the issue gets resolved, but let's get into this random bag because I wanted to get into it before we even decide what I might actually build. So here we have one of the big Fabuland doors. You can see how huge that is, and it does have the Lego connections up top and underneath. And there's a couple of those in here with some weird stickers. But this is the wall part with window. You can see that there's no studs on the inside, unfortunately. It's almost like 4+ stuff is what I would say. Someone I know, those are neither of those creator designer. That is Fabuland. So we also have windows, and I don't know if this is a mini door or a window. But it's like a little door. And there's this, and the funny thing about this lot that I got on eBay is that it's a quite old one. I was doing some searching for Lego friends, and I came across a thing that had all this wacky Fabuland stuff that said friends, I don't know, question mark. And I was like, okay, so I bid on it and no one else bid on it, so I got it for really cheap. It's quite a lot of big parts in here when you think about it. This is interesting. So it's like a sloped window. Huh. All right. But it has interesting parts, which I think are pretty weird. So they're really dirty. I'd never opened this up before. So if they look gross, that's probably why. As you can see, there's some sort of dirt or something there. But this is like a roof. See if you can't get the focus a little better so you can kind of see a texture on there. But there is a texture on there. And kind of a weird kind of connection part. And as far as I can tell, we got 2 different colors of these. So basically a really quick, easy way to get kind of a detailed textured roof with these old Fabuland roof parts. Oh, this is another weird part. Okay. So you can see here there's a hole, and apparently this is a chimney part. Okay. And it sticks in the hole. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. We also have a very, I don't know if this is Lego. It is. A very not Lego staircase, because there are no anti-studs or studs anywhere on this. Weird. But it does say Lego inside here, so it's a Lego part. What's this? And then here we have even a bigger kind of door or window. I don't know. Says Duplo on it. So maybe this isn't Fabuland. But then we got a sweet scooter that is missing a wheel, which is probably super rare to find. But like, I don't know. This is all weird stuff. I've never opened it up before. Kind of neat, actually, with this. It probably would work pretty good with mini dolls somewhat. But then, of course, we get to the actual characters. I don't know if this is an old Lego Duplo or Junior or something or other. Or nothing of the above. So basically, Fabuland is Animal People Land. So, yeah, we have these figures like this that are not your standard minifigures. But they do kind of have the look of a minifigure. You can kind of see how their legs are weird and move. They have more like mini doll hands where they don't have wrists and they're just pointed forward. And they kind of have ball joint heads, which I find a little weird, but also they're animals. So that's kind of a cute cat, and it's a nice kind of condition one, I think. Oh, so weird. And then there's a white cat face. See if you can't get a zoom. Activate zoom. Wow, that worked really good. Right there. And what I think is either a bear or a raccoon. Not sure. I don't know. But yeah, so I just figured I'd open this up and show it off because I actually never looked at it. So you have a mouse and a pig without hands. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of play around with the connections here a little bit. Really, so I mean, they can sit on stuff. They can obviously stand on stuff. I don't know. I'll pack that up. And if anyone's still watching, you see I have assortment of sets here. You can tell me what to build. I'll build some sets for once instead of a mock or sorting Lego, even though sorting Lego would be something I probably should do. They're really unique because I feel that they're like minifigures, but they're not. And it's weird, and it's just kind of a really weird concept to me. And I don't know why. So let me see here. So this is a partial set, which you probably can't see, or not a partial set, but like a used set. And that's this alien thing. Alien Conquest giant spaceship thing. Bought that on eBay used. I think it's complete. I could be wrong, because the railroad tracks for that are right there. But then I also have the, what is it? Candy Castle stage, which I recently picked up because it was reduced 20%. I have Hagrid's Hut here. That was reduced to $30 for a Black Friday month type sale. I have this creator set that I've always kind of wanted and yet to build. And I have this storybook. So let me know in the comments, or the chat, I should say, what you want me to get into. Well, I enjoy not an advertisement or sponsored by, but a Diet Mountain Dew, because that is my soda of choice. Like it or hate it, I have a taste for it. So chat, what should I build? Which set should I build? Pick a set, any set, any set. If you pick wrong, well, nothing happens. If you pick right, nothing happens. Well, okay, let me correct that. If you pick, well, I'm kind of even on all of the sets, so I guess there isn't a right or wrong. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Build the stage first. Candy. Toy shop. Oh gosh, why did you have to make it a tie? Is there a fifth person here? Fifth person want to join in and break the tie between the toy shop and the candy castle? Anyone? Anyone out there? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like flip a coin or something. I'd probably flip a Lego though, to be honest. I will count to 10. If no one responds, I will flip a Lego to determine which set to build. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is a Lego piece I'm going to flip. I don't know what the probabilities are of them. If it's studs up, it'll be the Candy Castle. If it's studs down, it will be Creator. And if it's weird, I'll do it again. Studs up, Candy Castle. Right? Yeah, that's what I said. It has been decided. Doesn't mean I won't build these sets, because the Candy Castle is kind of a smaller set, so I might still be able to get to it anyway. Or, yeah, the other ones. Nobody wanted to build the UFO? I was just curious to see how big that turns out. So if you've been wondering what I've been doing in the Lego world, I haven't been recording videos, as is probably obvious, because I have not recorded videos. Unfortunately, I have been building though. I built the Creator Castle. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I did on the last stream, I did build Regana's castle. So apparently I've been on a little castle trip. But, and then in building Regana's castle, I got really excited and got the idea of building Regana's tower for my city, which, yep. Good morning, Ingrid. We just decided to build the Candy Castle stage. And my focus is drunk. Focus. Power of focus, activate. I am so bad at technology. No, not today anymore. Come on, be a friend. Come on down to Focus Town. No? I tell you, cameras these days. What happened to my camera? Yoo-hoo. Come on. What happened? Wakey, wakey. Oh my gosh, it's going to be terrible if I have no focus. Is it focusing on up something close? Yes, I agree. Oh, yeah. Okay. You just need to look at a Frozen set. You were sad you didn't get to build the Frozen set. So the camera wanted to build the Frozen set. It is a web camera thing that is plugged in and very crudely attached to my drop ceiling. So the reason why I got this set is because it's a little bit colorful. Video is not necessarily a theme that I like, I guess. I don't know how to say it. What video does have is tons of unique parts. It has lots of minifigure or mini doll accessories that are interesting. It is. I just noticed that it didn't focus again. Okay. Is it when I put up a comment? That's awesome. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to everyone that talks in here. They probably are all better Lego YouTubers than me. And that's all right. And if they're not, maybe one day they will. I have no problem with people subscribing to other people, and I don't feel like you should feel obligated to watch my content or not subscribe to other people. I am really bad at watching other people's content. I know I kind of... There's a time where I was doing YouTube and I was watching lots of comments, and then I kind of like didn't watch as much because I kind of felt I didn't want to end up copying other people. I don't know. It's weird. I got the book stand on Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I think maybe $15 at the max, $10 to $15. One thing I will say with it, kind of look at it, has these you can kind of modify based on size of the book. You can modify the angle if you so choose. Kind of a cheaper one, kind of nice, not too fancy. My only complaint, and then maybe it's just a Lego specific thing, is that when you have a really big instruction booklet, it tends to hang off and then like bend back or just bend really weird. So it doesn't work very well, but this size is perfect for it. That's great. I do like it. Sometimes I do just throw the book down though and build with it, but this kind of is nice that it's up here Depending on your lighting, that can make a difference too. But I got it a while ago, and I like using it. It is a very nice little thing to build Lego with, just like these trays, you know. I love using trays type stuff. This is actually, well, a plate, but I just like the ease of having the parts together. It minimizes parts rolling off the table. Kind of keeps them together so they don't get all mixed up. People build in different ways, and that's all right. Once I get our Candy Pop Singer, Candy Princess, I don't know, built up, I will show it on the camera. Or try to, so the camera can be like, I don't want to focus. No focus for you. Hello, Chrome Lego Cat. Oh gosh, glad to see you here. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little thing that's not too expensive. I'm sure you can get expensive ones and build it up. I have a tendency to do that, especially with that Duplo unicorn set. But let's take a look at the minifigure. If our focus is right up. So we got a cute little winky face. Favorite part, and even the coloration's kind of wrong, is this bright pink wavy hairpiece. I just love it. I will definitely be having that on mini dolls. And you can see we have the back print continuing there. The one thing that I did notice right off the bat is the yellow skin kind of looks off color. You probably can't tell as much on camera. And we got a little tutu detailed and some leg printing. Gosh, I would have loved this as a mini doll. Speaking of that, I have to do my mini doll testing. Now, I don't think there's any way to get that skirt to work at all. Oh my gosh, you kind of can. Oh my gosh. Don't tell anyone. The hair won't work with it, though. I always, when I build, have a joy of testing mini dolls out with stuff. Just because I think they should make more mini doll accessories. So right here I have a Rapunzel mini doll. I usually have one. Why am I having problems putting the hair on? Oh my gosh. Is this the first time putting hair on? Oh my gosh, what is wrong here? Uh-oh. We have problems. Why? What? Oh my gosh. I don't know why that took so long. So there is Rapunzel trying to use that skirt. If it zooms, activate, zoom. I do not like the autofocus on my camera. Even though it has it, it's nice. But there we go. So I just love that hair. I think it works on mini dolls, especially from certain angles. I think it looks wonderful. I don't think it's that bad. I know some people don't think it's great. The skirt looks pretty awkward like that, but if you look at it from the right angle, it kind of does work. So maybe for pictures it will work. Playing around will look weird. But as I said, I like testing them out because I'm always looking for more accessories that work with mini dolls because they don't make as much or as many or as much as I want. Got some people saying hi. Yes, that airpiece is great. I love it. I love it. Yep. And that's one thing that video does have is a lot of cool stuff. It's just not for mini dolls. I mean, we have really cool hair pieces, some interesting parts, some interesting characters, but like I said, they're not mini dolls. Oh my gosh, she also gets the standard magenta microphone that I think we got introduced with the Popstar line. And then we build their little display, I guess. I don't know why they put these in here. I guess so you have a backdrop if you want to put the character into the app, but honestly, I'm done with the app. I'm not even going to be trying it anymore. I tried it the first day, or around there or before or something. And it was kind of neat. I got to work on my phone. I was able to do like a video and stuff. But then like I couldn't get it to work. And it just took forever to do a single thing. And I didn't play around with it anymore. Also, you don't need to have the actual figures. You can just take a picture of them online on their stand, which is like whatever. I'm fine with that, although I'm sure Lego isn't. But as a side note, we get tons of prints for the characters, and they look really weird and kind of wild. And there's more than I thought there was. So let's modify. Check the chat. Yep. So I don't know what's going to happen to the future of video, because I think they still had promotions going. Because what was it I just saw for video? There's something that I saw that they're advertising video. Oh, I think Animal Crossing. I do not play it, but I think Animal Crossing is getting a video update. I don't know exactly what that entails, but they're supposedly getting a video update, which I'm sure will be like different random accessories and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure this was planned in advance before they decided to stop/cancel video. It just feels a lot weird when they had announced that, like, we're going to be redoing video because we thought it was great, but apparently it was not. And then this is still coming out. It's just a little awkward. I don't know if you have to pay for it. It just, yeah, it's really awkward. But it's coming out, I guess, or is out already. I do not know. Oh, we'll see if the camera zooms. I can show off the crazy prints. So like I said, these are kind of cool. They're very colorful. I like that they have different colors that kind of match up with the actual prints. But because the other like dots prints, well, they'll have different colors underneath, and then you'll have the other colors. It's kind of weird. However, I will say that a lot of these are very music orientated and look like album covers. And to be honest, people are like, oh, you can use this for like a record store and etc. etc. And I'm just kind of like, but you don't really need that many then, because you're not going to have every record displayed. But I guess it's nice to get prints. I don't know how much we're paying for those prints in a set, but okay. There's a nice aqua piece, and that's how we start our build, with aqua. And the camera not focusing. Camera, you like diet too, right? I know you do. Come on. No? Okay. Apparently, you only like Disney Frozen. Is this what you like, camera? Yeah, you like that. Good camera. Good camera. Okay, apparently that'll be my focus tool. Whatever. I guess if it works, I can't complain. I like Frozen. So maybe I've the camera imprinted what I like onto it. Indeed. Or it's just, I don't know. I'm sure there's a technical reason, but it seems like my autofocus is really slow or something. I don't know why. I am not a computer person. I am not a photographer, videographer, ninja, or anything in any of those categories. So this almost feels like a 4+ build. It's not a 4+ set, is it? 7+. Because they're kind of not showing a whole lot on the instructions. It's like one piece, which is fine. It's just kind of a little weird. But clearly we're building what looks to be like a stage. And I don't know what these do in the app either. For one, they should have started with stages. I have so many opinions on video. I think if they would have started with stages, there would be a higher chance that it would have done better. But since they started with these little box, I would imagine kids and adults don't understand it, don't know what's going on, might not even notice it. You know, if there's no ads out there or anything, they might have no idea what video is. And I think that's one of those things where Hidden Side, I think, does better because even though I didn't like the box art, they still had some semblance of Lego on the box art, and the boxes were rather large. And now I kind of understand sometimes where they have why Lego has these big boxes that aren't completely full. It's so that they can put a picture on there of the product they're trying to sell, and you notice it more. Especially, obviously, for like super hardcore Lego fans, we probably don't even need that. Because we know what's good, what's coming out, etc., etc. But I think like a kid or a parent that's walking down an aisle is going to see a part or see the picture, you know, and go, "Oh, hey, maybe that's up my category," you know. Whereas the little video boxes, you just kind of see one character. And as a parent, if I had no idea what Lego was or anything like that, and I saw a video thing, I'd be like, $20 for one figure? No. Because they don't necessarily show the container. But also, as a kid, do you want to pay for a container? Unlike the, like, I'm rambling. Don't have any video, that's fine. Camera's like, let it go. Nice. Good one. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there's a lot of sets out there, and I think, I don't know, sometimes it's like, do they really need another theme? Personally, I think I could go for another mini doll theme. I'd be fine with that. I still would be too many sets out there, but if, you know, I don't know. But like I was saying with video, I think parents aren't going to see it as a good value right off the bat, and I think kids aren't going to be drawn to it because you don't get much. Get a minifigure, yeah, and app stuff prints, because a kid isn't going to look at it and go, "Ooh, it has a bunch of prints." I know Lego doesn't put a lot of prints in sets, and they cost a lot. So no, some little kid is not going to be thinking that. I mean, well, okay, I shouldn't say that because some might, because there are like Lego A-falls that are, well, kid falls, T-fall, I don't know. Younger Lego fans that are kind of more into knowledgeable of Lego. But I think mostly they're not, and they just think stuff is cool. And looking at video and seeing one minifigure, not really the most appealing thing. For $20, you could get a city set that probably has a substantial build with 2 minifigures or maybe 3 minifigures, or you could get a friend set with a substantial build and 2 mini dolls. So I can't, you know, if I was a little kid and I saw something like that, I'd be like, no, unless I was really, 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 really into music and be like, yeah, I want to grow up to be a stage performer and sing songs. But nowadays, it's literally doing stuff on YouTube. Looks like we have some chocolate being built up here in this area. Chocolate part of the stage. It would be actually kind of really cool, and I shouldn't say it because every time I say something, I want to do it. But like to have an actual full-on candy castle, I think that would be awesome. Great too, but not selling it. Yeah, I think Dots is on the way out. I've noticed because when Dots first came out, I was really excited and wanted to do videos and stuff. And I kind of slowed down on doing videos, and I noticed that as Dots releases have come out, the popularity of the videos for Dots has drastically gone down. So like if I did a dot set and did a video on it now, I'm sure there would be people that would watch it, but it would not be that popular. I think dots would have to really up their game and try and do something unique, different. And the one thing I think they need to do is kind of upgrade to teenager / adult concepts and builds. You know, stuff that they would think would look cool. But they're not doing that. And so I'm pretty sure dots is going to be on the way out. If there is even another wave in the works, I don't know. Because actually, now that I think about it, I haven't really heard anything about a January wave of dots. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so I mean, they're making themes and they're just not, to me at least, they're not capitalizing on them right, making them nice. So we have a giant chocolate fountain. Opinions of the chat for people that are still watching. Would you want to swim in a chocolate pool or bathtub? Would that be something you would want to do? Out of curiosity. Like a pool full of chocolate, would you swim in it? Would you swim in it and eat the chocolate? Personally, I would suggest no. So at that point, it might not be a good idea to go in a pool of chocolate, where it would be interesting, but yeah, no. So anyone catching up, we're doing the Candy Castle stage from the video line. And kind of talking about video too. Yeah. See, I wouldn't either. So we're all on the same page. Unless it had magical therapeutic properties or something, then maybe I would hop in a chocolate bath. But yeah, no. Also, you'd probably have to take a shower after, because I would imagine you'd be all gross and sticky. So that would not be the most fun thing to do. Oh, cool. We do have a white Harry Potter wand, which I don't think is too common. Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I think we can all safely agree that a chocolate bath is not something we want to take. Unless, nope. I think that's actually a waste of chocolate. So we kind of are building a drum set, I think, here. Kind of weirder. Well, I'm yawning already. My goodness. But I think it's kind of interesting that how video turned out. I don't think I'm surprised. If it would have been mini dolls, I would have been way more into it. I don't know if it would have been more successful. I think Claire said yes. So here's our candy drum set. See that there? Right? Kind of weird. It'd be kind of interesting if they put prints on the wands, so they were like candy canes or something. Camera, come with me. Come on, camera. Come on. Good camera. Good camera. Okay, camera. Okay, good job. But I would imagine that putting a print on those little wands would be not very easy. Cool, but not very easy. And I know that I want some parts from Bandmates 2, the series, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any, because odds are there aren't going to be very many out there. I was able to order 2 parts from Bricks and Pieces order, but not like a lot of the stuff I really wanted, because I really want the hair pieces, obviously, and actually not too many of the accessories, mostly the hair pieces. So we got some lights for our stage. Now I think we're building a cake part of the stage using the cake part that they introduced in the baking set. You know, I just thought, now that you say nice build for a drum, they should have used the small chocolate cake cover for drums. I think that would have been kind of cool. But we're building up a little stage area on top of this chocolate cake. I like the concept. I think it's kind of neat. Like I said, I'm not necessarily the most in tune with the concept of music. I think maybe that's where Lego missed the mark on what people would want. Oh yeah, I did say I didn't get much sleep last night, but this is what we have built so far. We have a chocolate cake for the front part of the stage. We have kind of a cool built-up drum stage. We got some lighting here. And we got a chocolate fountain. And I love these pink parts. Very nice and smooth and curved. Where you can take a chocolate bath, shower, or something. But let's open up bag 2. The other thing that I feel is kind of weird is the colors they used for this. The main color being tan feels a little weird. Because when I think of candy, I think more of like, or a house or something, I think of gingerbread or peppermint or candy colors, and tan doesn't really feel much like a candy color to me, to be honest. So now I'm going to remember there's a 2X here. Oh my gosh, camera. Here's your Frozen. Take your Frozen. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, there's a Frozen. It's down here. Yeah. There you go. Good camera. Oh. Yeah. I think the Thor set could be pretty cool. Nice, yeah. Yes, like a fondant set. It's an interesting build. What am I building? I think I'm building the side speakers now because I need to do 2X. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know how I feel about the so much tan in it. It feels off for a color, and it's probably why I didn't immediately buy it, because tan, I don't know, it just feels weird. Because I'm trying to think of a candy or cookie or sugary treat that's typically tan. Because I feel like cookies are more like this color, you know? Next, you're already excited about the storybook. But if I build the storybook, I'll have to keep the box up here because I'll need something to bring the camera back to attention. Because it's not paying attention. But yeah, so I kind of feel like they should have went with a different color than tan. Obviously, gray would have been horrible, so not that. But I think like like this nougat color, or even a brown to represent chocolate. Although I don't know how that would have looked with all the other colors. Not sure. Gonna build a bunch of these little side parts here. And I also think that video really should have led with the stages. I think that would have pulled more people in, but I also think the minifigure one thing carrying cases is a bad product. I just think that as a younger person, that would not appeal to me. It would be like, I don't want just one figure. I mean, what's the point of having a carrying case for it too? I mean, there's nothing to play with. Like, at least the Friends cubes, you have a lot going on inside. You usually have 2 little areas for the Friends cubes. Usually one for the pet and one for the character. It's literally just a container. There's no no playability. Oh. Well, thanks for popping in, Ingrid. You have a great day. Not sure how long I'll be going, but thanks for popping in. Bye. And again, thanks for stopping in. I always appreciate, even if it's only for a little bit, I appreciate it. But I am also curious, though, what the return of video will be. Because they basically said it will return. They didn't say how or what. They just said it will return. They didn't say anything about how that will be. We'll find out at some point, I believe. But until then, we'll have to wait in anticipation of what Lego wants to do with... Am I building this right? I feel like I'm building this wrong. Okay. I think... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see here now. Well, getting a little confused in the build. But, yeah, I think video was a missed opportunity. I think it could have been much better. More appealing. But I feel like with every Lego theme, how much they go into the digital aspect of it, the more they rely on it, the worse the theme does. Because Hidden Side didn't necessarily rely on it a lot. You have a ghost hunting theme. Without the app, you have a ghost hunting theme. With the first wave of video, you have a CMF theme. And that's it. It's not really a theme. And I think that was the problem. So, one day, when when video CMFs are already coming back, which is another topic we can kind of talk about. But is this? Oh, I'm building wrong. Gotta keep fixing things. So I'm building these speakers that flip around. And it looks like one side is more candy and the other side is more chocolate. So I'm building the chocolate side. Yum. Now I want chocolate. No chocolate. No chocolate. But yeah, so what I was gonna say too is the pictures for the new CMF line leaked. I can talk about it. I won't show pictures. If you want pictures, you're gonna have to look for them yourself. I find most of my stuff on Instagram. As I yawn. Oh my. But this is what one of the speakers looks like. So this is the chocolate cookie nougat side, whatever. And then I look at this as more the candy side. Although I do want to point out they don't really look very good as speakers, to be honest. Hey, the camera actually zoomed. So I'm kind of not overly a fan. Okay, so let me go on here. Like so. And then we start building on top. Wait. What? But then they can't turn. What? Did I build something wrong? Well, that seems really unexciting. What? I'm a little confused. Let's see how this turns out. I don't know. Because they made them so that they can spin around. But by putting these plates on them, well, I guess they can kind of still turn around. Never mind. I'm just dumb or something. But the new CMF line, if you haven't heard, leaked. Again, I'll say that. And I think it's awesome and incredible. I don't know what the names of the characters are, but I can kind of give you some descriptions if I can remember. I could probably bring up a picture off screen so that I have reference. And I just don't want to show it because I don't feel like getting my fledgling YouTube channel banned or something. You know, just don't want to do that. Just got to answer a message here. Off camera. And then I'm going to look at the pictures for these. I'll flash them up here. That's all you're getting. Like I said, look it up yourself. So the first one we have is like a yellow fix-it robot that is actually like fixing. Is that gonna? No, it's not gonna work. Fixing a robot, which sounds weird. And then we have, just put it like that. And then we have a chili pepper full body costume, which is personally one of the weaker ones to me, with a little thing of milk. And then we have I would describe as a medieval bard figure, which has a lute part and two little tokens. I don't know if they're like gold coins or what. Then we have one that's kind of hard to see, but like Ice Warrior, I think is what I would describe it as, which has a shield with a giant snowflake on it, which I think is awesome. Comes with a husky and an interesting hat. That one's kind of cool. And then we have, I don't know what would I call this? A horse farm person? I don't know. But it's a person. They don't look anything specific, kind of just in colder weather attire. They have the part from video, or not video, oh my gosh. Hid inside the like hoodie, not hoodie, but oh my gosh, I'm brain dead today. But the like stocking cap with the hair out of it, the long hair, which I think is a really cool looking one, and it's in a different color, dark red for the hat. We also get a cities themed baby pony. Then probably the weakest one, at least for me, is the figure skater. Sorry, creative designer. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't miss you before you have to go. Have a great day or night or whichever it is. Thanks for popping in as usual, like I said. I appreciate it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in. But yeah, the figure skater is just kind of a blue colored male figure skater. Not a whole lot special going on there. And then we have one of my favorite, which I believe was called the Moon Warrior or Moon Knight. Probably not Moon Knight because that's going to be copyrighted and bring up issues. So we'll say Moon Warrior. So the Moon Warrior has like aqua skin, like kind of that ghoulish type color for skin. What is this? Boy, I'm having troubles today building this small set. But it has a transparent purple sword, which I love. I'm always a fan of colorful, transparent things. It also has a well-printed dark purple transparent shield. But the other thing it has is dark turquoise long hair, which I think is just incredible. Obviously, if you've kind of followed my channel, you know I like colorful hair pieces, just because. So that's definitely a cool thing. Then my award for silliest, cutest little concept is what I'm going to call the Acorn Kid. So this Acorn Kid, he's got a hat that is an acorn. Oh, this is a cool part. I don't know if I've seen this in bright pink. But, oh, hello, Doc. Welcome to the stream. I am building the Candy Castle. Candy video stage castle thing. And right now I'm talking about the leaked CMF pictures for the new CMF line, which is unfortunately also not mini dolls, but whatever. But so this Acorn Kid, which I like, I really love it, has an acorn hat that literally looks like it's made out of an acorn. He has what looks like a shirt print of leaves and almost looks to appear to have a cape, a leaf cape, and also comes with an accessory of a little red mushroom with a happy face on it, which I love it. It's adorable. I love it. I'm sorry. I have no shame of saying that I love it. But next up we have is, I don't know what this one's called, but we'll say Adventurer, Modern Adventurer maybe. But she has what looks to be a dark turquoise cap, like baseball cap, with long hair or a ponytail in the back, with a highlight, a dark pink pouch, that one that kind of slides over their neck and then on one side. No thanks, I'll pass on that. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Mama Lego. You have a great day also. I appreciate it. And I do like spicy food, but probably not that spicy. Although that is kind of a cute concept for it. I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't know. But the adventure also comes with a toucan, obviously a city kind of one, on a lime green bamboo plant leaf thing, which is now kind of being more common. We got that early this year, last year, I don't remember. But that's kind of a newer part. Nice to see different colored plant parts. The next one, which effectively is a trash panda. Otherwise, it's a raccoon suit character. She comes with a white trash bag, very fitting, and a garbage can, also again very fitting. So basically, yeah, trash panda. And the other one, I believe, is a space alien. I am not sure what to call it, but it's an alien. It kind of has a classic space torso. I think it's basically that, but it's dark purple. We got arm printing. The head is, imagine if they turned the ladybug into the ladybug head gear and head into a complete alien head with the antennae being eyes. That's what it is. We also have a dark turquoise ray gun, and there's some sort of back attachment, but I cannot tell what that is. Saying goodbye. That's great. And our last one is, I want to say, a Paralympic Racer. It's the, like, I've seen them before. It's like a tri-wheeled wheelchair. I think they typically use them for racing. But kind of equipped like, helmet, racing type gear. Interesting part, I can't tell what's going on, but an interesting wheelchair. And it comes with a medal and a helmet, which is still pretty cool. Maybe one of the weaker ones, but not fully. I still think it's cool. I think the weakest one, like I said, is the figure skater, and then maybe the chili, although that one's still even kind of cool. So, as I yawn, because apparently I have Yawn Star. Yeah, so that's the leaked CMF that I think is pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, not 100% if I'll get it. I'm not sure. I love a lot of the parts. But let's take a look at how far we've gotten here. So we basically made kind of an upper area for the speakers, which is an additional like stage area for the Candy Castle. And now that kind of does help these to turn around. And this turns around too, which is probably more of a feature for the app than really anything else. So it's really just these parts. Still kind of looks cool. Gives it more of a castle vibe, I would say. Because you kind of have like the turrets here. Now we have an interesting thing to build. As I perpetually yawn. Oh my. Legs. Okay. Wow, those are crazy. Is that printing? I don't think so. Huh. It's really cool though. We have a gummy bear musician. So, let's zoom in here. Come on, Zoomatron 5000 activate. Actually, not too bad. So we have a pretty crazy kind of suit-based torso print. Like, this guy is pretty suave. The legs are completely light blue transparent, which I think is really interesting. Printing on the back. The head is kind of transparent mixed with... It's not satin, but it's kind of like the blue color. I don't really like it. I prefer more transparent. So I don't know if that's different on each figure. Like, it's supposed to be a marble type look. But it's a very weird figure. And I have to try it on a mini doll because I want to. You can't stop me. No one's here to stop me. So I am going to. Oh yeah. I'm a musician and I am gonna make money. Looks really weird. Highlight of the video. It doesn't work, but whatever. So a very unique thing. Like, I do like unique figures. Not overly the craziest about that. Then we have a sweet pink guitar. If I played guitar, mine would be pink. Hey, camera, can we focus today? Can a little bit right now? The guitar? A little bit, maybe? No? Okay, you're going to be a poop about it? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, hey, Brick Sloth is here. Hello, I cannot confirm nor deny if I am a mammal. Oh, someone's getting a special shout out in a sloth video. I am building the video Candy Castle stage for anyone new popping in. I think I'm on the last bag. Just built the gummy bear dude. The gummy bear dude. I don't know what he's called. Gummatron. Sloth would probably like this guy in the city. Maybe. This could be your new mayor. He's dressed for it if you focus. Boy, this camera today is really picky on its focusing. Wonder if it's because it's dirty or something. No? Okay, fine. Be a poop then. I will build then. I agree. That's why I didn't get this one until it went discounted at Walmart. Because obviously the color palette, this character were the highlights for me, but I just couldn't justify it right off the bat and for full price. And this is probably the last video thing I'll buy unless I find the Series 2, which I probably won't. If I can find them for $1 on clearance, that would be great, but I probably won't. Because, yeah, it's just... Whereas some of the figures and stuff are really wacky and interesting, I just can't bring myself to spend any more money on it. It's just not as cool. Oh, derp. I'm looking for a part that I have set out already. Oh, boy. So it looks like we're just adding more candy stuff. And I think we're getting a backstage area. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's one thing that video did really good is a lot of variety in the hair and some of the accessories. However, a lot of the other stuff is a little subpar, especially the value. So I think we're building a little makeup stand or something. Or should we say a candy applying stand? Because I'm sure all their makeup is candy based, and they probably put on candy coated mascara. I just kind of imagine all of their makeup is edible. And they could literally just lick each other to get the makeup off, even though that would be super awkward. Well, some people might like it. Oh, getting a little adult there. Let's tone it down. Let's go back to the candy world. I think we can put the guitar there. Is that really all that's there? Is a brush? Really? We don't add anything else in later? Really? Okay, we really better add something in later to that part. So I'll show it here. So see how it has those brackets there? And I put the guitar there just because it doesn't show it put there. But we have a brush, and then it's clear, but I'm pretty sure they probably wanted it to be a mirror. Or am I missing something here? This is how it's built. I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe we'll add to it later. Yes. You should have seen the first part of the video. I went over a Fabuland haul. That's fine. I love it. A bunch of different stuff. All the different characters. I think it looks really cool. very diverse type city. Although, I don't see very many mini dolls, but I know you don't really like them, and that's okay. Not everyone likes the same things, and that's all right. And to be honest, they're probably a little expensive. Because I've noticed, like, even looking on eBay and stuff, you cannot find mini dolls for cheap. But I'm sure it's probably easier to find random minifigures all over the place than it is to find random mini dolls. Yeah. I'm going to have to add some to my city because I was just started off the stream with showing off of this pile that I had gotten a while back on eBay. And I got it for a good deal because someone labeled it as friends. Isn't safe for mini dolls. Well, that's not nice. It's not very good. Nah. But yeah, so I got that because someone mislabeled it as friend stuff. It had no Fabuland listing at all for it. So I got it really cheap because people that were into Friends probably don't want it. And Fabuland people didn't know it existed. And since I'm into a diverse range of Lego, weird and unweird, I picked it up for really cheap. I don't remember how much. Well, mini dolls can lock down with studs. I guess for sitting is the only thing. But sitting, they have a different technique where they use a special panel piece, which I don't know if it's super common or not common. But that technique also works for minifigures too. But I don't know what I'm building. Oh, I'm building the head. See, now we get something that makes a little more sense. This looks like a gingerbread head, and it's kind of in the right colors and compared to the rest of the thing. At least I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, it's got to be what that is. Gingerbread. Speaking of gingerbread, I have tried the gingerbread Mountain Dew. I don't know if anyone else has access to that or has tried that. And I've also tried the gingerbread Oreo cookies because I'm super into being healthy. And those are actually really good too. Okay. Doesn't matter which side. Yeah, it does. Okay, we have a gingerbread face. And now we're going to give him some headsets so he can listen to some sweet beats. Mach 1. That's a pretty dangerous little ride there. Yeah, I don't know how that compares. That's something I should kind of do a video on too. How the connections compare, because I never really played around with that. I have spun some of the funfair stuff pretty fast though. And I think there was an ejection. But they're all right. They're okay. I got up and walked away. No harm done. Yeah, I can imagine. Sometimes I'm amazed at how fast some of the moving parts work for Lego, because I just feel like, oh, they're not, necessarily designed for that, so they wouldn't be able to really do it right or flow right. But no, they've done pretty good on their moving part stuff, without motors at least. So now I think I'm building like a candy bear or something. So far, I'm not the most excited about this build so far. Okay, so again, a nose and eyes. Yeah. That actually is probably very fitting, especially if they had like a cape. Okay, so this is just going to go on the other side here. Am I done? I think I'm done. I am done. Such a small... I have extra pieces. Uh-oh. Why do I have... What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? That's what I did wrong. I didn't finish the gingerbread head. That's kind of terrifying now. It's like somebody took bites out of the poor guy. Oh. Oh. Cool. So let's take a look at what we have finished built. And the camera is going to zoom for us. It's going to be super awesome zooming. No problems all the time. Great, great, great. So this is our stage. So up front here, we have a drum set, some simple lights, and a cake stage. On the sides, we have our candy type speakers. This part keeps falling off. I'm just taking it off. We kind of have a castle look up here where you can have characters. It's okay. We have like little ice cream or candy type builds on the side here. And up top, we kind of have a candy bear head. So then we're going to switch it around to what we'll say is the more chocolate-based design. So you can see that. Everything just flips around. And here we are. So we have a gingerbread head there. These switch colors, which isn't too special. And then we have chocolate speakers there. So that's all that's really different there. On the back, this part needs to go on, I think. Oh, no. This part. Oh, gosh. I'm bad at Lego. Okay. Now we're good. So the back doesn't necessarily have the most going. More of like a backstage, you can imagine. So we have a chocolate spa right here or bathtub. Apparently you can do hot chocolate or cold chocolate. We have a little snack tray there. And then over here we have what I'm assuming is trying to be like a little makeup table, but done horribly. That's really bad in my opinion. Because like, okay, so one, this should be a mirror part, and it's not. There's no stickers in this set, as far as I can tell. The literal only accessory it has in the instructions is this pink brush. Pretty lame. And there's brackets here for no reason. Yeah, now let's see. Does the instructions show anything different? Oh, it tells me to go to the app. And it shows other things that are actually way better. What? Oh, that's the background. Why didn't we get those? Those look cool. So when you turn stuff, it makes the app do something different. Yeah. So nothing. Yeah. So that's a candy stage. $24. Trying to have an opinion. You also get this, which has all those printed tiles. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that too. um, maybe in Candy World, it's not as big of a deal. Come on, come on, camera. Come on, you want to focus. You want to focus all the way down here. You want to focus. Yeah, focus right there. So this is the candy stage. I would say my overall opinions right off the bat are a little underwhelmed. There are some neat parts in here. The chocolate fountain part's pretty neat. There's some colorful stuff. But the stage just feels underwhelming. Like, also, this is just terrible. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. So you can imagine them performing like this. I don't really like how the drums is directly behind the stage. If it was maybe higher up or lower or something, I don't know of higher up. Yeah, I'm a little underwhelmed by this. It's a neat concept, some cool little builds and stuff, but I don't know, it just feels a little weird. That's gonna be my opinion. Not the best. We'll set that aside. So yeah, they are pretty useful. Tempted to build that. So what other sets can I build? What time is it? Yep, quite a bit of time. I have Hagrid's Hut. I got at Walmart for cheap. I have the Creator Townhouse toy store. And then I also have Giant Big UFO. So, oh, and this. I forgot this. The thing the camera really likes. So let me know in the chat what you want to build. Whoever responds gets the biggest choice. If you don't respond or can't respond, unfortunately, that means you cannot vote. And voting is very important. Yeah. Oh, nice. Tell you have that. I'm going to drink Mountain Dew, debate amongst yourselves in the chat what I should build, and let me know what I should build. We have one vote for the toy store. Do we have any counter votes? I have the knife. About to open. And opened. So it's a toy store. No other votes have been accepted. It feels really heavy. I think I only got it for around $30. Yeah, it's 550 pieces. Pretty good deal. I kind of got it because I like some of the colors and tan stuff and the concept. So, what are the different builds? Is there one I want to build? Probably gonna. I usually just build the main one. Yeah, because I think one of the builds is Candy Shop, which I just kind of built, so I don't have a need to build that again. And the other one is a flower shop, which is kind of cool. But I like the concept of a Lego store, because I believe that's kind of what the one is. They always have such big instructions. I know, I see that in the picture. Are there stickers in here? Oh, I don't see any stickers. Does that mean they're printed? Ooh, that's a bonus that I did not know. Oh yeah, I see right here. Oh. Oh. That's really awesome. I did not know that. I thought they were stickers. Cool. A bonus I did not realize. Okay, so I think this is one here. Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, that's great. I honestly did not know that they were printed. I thought they were stickers, because I think I built a set that had Lego sets that were stickers. That's one thing I want to add to my city someday, is a Lego store. Yes, even in my universe, there is a Lego store, and they do not realize that they themselves are actually Lego. Wait, now that I think about that, is it just like real figure building? If you have a Lego store in a Lego world, is it just real, like, modern model kits? Welcome back, creative designer. You missed the vote for the second set. Sorry. I'm building the toy store, which I still think is a really cool set. And I'm just debating if there's a Lego store in the Lego world. I mean, that would be like buying a set that has lifelike people in it, I guess. Almost like a model. I don't know. That's kind of a interesting conundrum that I'm thinking about here. Yeah. I believe Sloth had it, or has it. And it has a Lego store. And I didn't realize that the Lego sets that are in the store have printed Lego sets. Oh, there's some nice parts in here, I see too. Can't complain about that. Although I think the kind of concept is that Lego figure. I don't know now. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. It would be really funny if one of the printed tile sets was actually this set itself. I don't know, like, the process of how they would do that, but I think that'd be hilarious. That would be really good. That'd be like, what is this one? This one's a town hall, I think. Or no, the Grand Hotel. That'd be funny to have that box in, like, in that set. Just sitting there, you can buy it. Buy a replica of the Grand Hotel you just stayed in. Yeah. Ah, okay. I see it. So it's kind of more like a yeah, like a generic type store, toy store that, like a KB Toys or Toys R Us, all these stores that don't exist anymore. Or effectively, you could say like a Walmart toy section. Yeah. bit of gray. That's okay. Gray in moderation is fine. It's kind of like building a little mini modular, just not as detailed. Getting a little tile floor in here. That's kind of cool. That's always nice. That's something that I need to work on when I build my own stuff, is I don't really do tiled floors very often. I kind of just leave it as is, usually with the excuses that it's carpet. Actually, didn't I tile in my Toxiquita's pizza place? I don't remember. I feel like it did. Could be wrong, though. It's all right, though. Yeah, I think tiling is something I need to work on when I do my own custom stuff. Unfortunately, when I build stuff way too big, so I probably would need quite a bit of tiles. Yeah. And I think that's one thing too, is you get some gray is such a sought after color. I think if I were to do a city in the future, I'd try to find like the cheapest tile and just make my sidewalks even wackier. Maybe I'll say they're like lighted sidewalks, or the building in front of them can decide what color the sidewalk is or something. Just so it's a little bit easier to get parts for them. Yeah. And yeah, see, I mean, that's something too. I just, one day I like how my city has the roads that are water. That I'll always keep. If I ever make a bunch of money and get like a way bigger house magically, I think I would like to have bigger roads. Because I know that my city uses like speeders and stuff like that, but it would be nice to be able to have like full cars, hover cars, going down the street. I think that would be cool one day. Maybe. Kind of just winged it when I did it, and the roads ended up a little smaller, but I imagine them a little narrower, kind of like Venice. You know how Ninjago City is. So I just imagine there would be people in boats and hover bikes and all kinds of stuff zipping around down there, with lots of automated safety features to make up for the fact that I don't want to just build everything. The anti-grav pedestrian catch system if a pedestrian falls off a building, or the required anti-collision programming into all vehicles except for boats. Uh-oh. Well, here's a whole nother bag one. Whoops. Yeah, I just realized this is a crater with numbered bags. Maybe it's because it's bigger? So, here we have our grand hotel print. If it focuses a little bit, maybe. Come on. You know you want to focus. You want to focus. Please focus. Why are you not? There we go. It's a really nice print. I don't have that set. I'm surprised they didn't try to write the Lego logo up in the corner. They just have a red square. But it's really nice to get those as prints. I kind of would like them to do that more. And what's the other one that we get printed here? Those are two different ones. Looks like generic. Oh, I'm sure this has probably been a set. You get two of these. I have no idea what set that is. Still pretty cool, have to admit. It would be cool to have like little friend sets. I think, was it Corny painted some of them? Some of the friend sets or dot sets as like little sets. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really populated my city, which is something I have to work on, which whenever I've done a mock, I've tried to make a point to actually populate it so that I'm not just building a building, put it in my city, and it has nothing going on, because I think that's something my city kind of needs, some characters, people doing stuff, because I know you take a lot of outdoor pictures and stuff like that. I don't have very many action type shots, I guess. I have more, just I built this. And there's nothing wrong with either. It's just I kind of want to have more characters doing things in my city. So that's why I make a mock. If I make a mock, I want to have some things going on. And my streets are pretty barren. Although technically they're still on lockdown because there was an invasion from a volcano that erupted in the city. And a bunch of fire demon creatures came out and attacked my city, burned down the tree houses, and was only staved off by the Galactic First Empire. And without them, they would have probably ran rampant. Although some conspiracy theorists think that the lava demon attack was put on by them so they could take over the city, because now they control the city with an iron grip and have forced it into a military type lockdown. So there's not too many people out and about. That's my excuse. Although that is something I do want to change. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know these are offset. That's kind of neat. Just adds a little bit more detail in. I like that. Oh. Yep. And see, that's kind of one of the things is that I'm so all over the place with all my Lego stuff. It's not just my city. I do a lot of sets, too many sets. And maybe it's time to kind of buckle down and try to not buy more Lego and stuff like that, and really just build stuff with the parts and stuff that I have, flesh things out, fill things out, redo them if I want, make them better. Oh, am I missing a part? Oh no, there it is. It's hiding. Because like when I never really thought I was going to have a city, and then I just kind of put stuff together and I was like, I can squeeze a city in my space. And I did. Oh, this is kind of cool how this outside part is built. I'll try and show it off when I... There. But like, we have these that are like off center using a jumper, which is kind of cool. And then we have this, which is put kind of off center again with one of my favorite parts, the 1x2 rounded plate with holes in the studs. And it kind of gives it kind of a nice look. Yeah, I like that. I might have to use something as simple as that. Oh, cool. Getting your subscriptions up there. Yep. It's always nice to have people subscribing. I'm actually amazed for how little videos I've unfortunately been putting out. People still subscribe to my channel. I gotta work on that. I want to put out more videos. I just haven't gotten the, I don't know what to say, gumption, energy. Right now, I embarked on kind of a big project of reorganizing / cleaning up my Lego room. I want to try to get more room and make it better that I can have my video area be just my video area, so it's not my build area, if I can manage that or something. Because what's happening is I build stuff and you get a mess everywhere. So if I want to record a video of a set or something, well, I have to clean up. Which I guess shouldn't be that hard to do. It's just you get into a project and then you get a mess and then you don't want to just end and rabble. But that's something I'd like to do to kind of just have more space and be able to work better and cleaner. And then if I want to record a video, I can just do it and not have to, get rid of mocs that are on the table or whatever. Got some really simple little parts for lighting and stuff. It's cool. Just kind of a nice little build so far. Haven't really detailed the interior. I hope there's more in the interior. It'd be kind of sad if there wasn't. Building a simple but nice little eaves or overhang. Kind of a white-red, just alternating slopes. Pretty simple. It looks good though. You imagine that as kind of an old downtown little shop in a small town. Checking the chat. Gotta do that. I don't want to be mean. So yeah, so far so good. I like it. It's like a quarter of a modular, you could say. Oh, hey, this part. By the way, so I took these to the bank and tried to pay off my credit card. Maybe it's because it won't focus. So I tried to pay off my credit card with these, and for some reason, they said no. I don't know what's going on. I maybe have to change my bank, but they do not accept Lego $100 bills, which is rather unfortunate. And admittedly, I don't have that many Lego $100 bills, so they should have been like, wow, that's a good rare thing. We should definitely take that. But they didn't. They would not let me pay off my credit card with the rare Lego money. Pretty disappointing. Okay. So, just so if anyone tries to go to the bank with their $100 bills, and I didn't realize the camera wasn't focused. Gosh, just frozen. Frozen. Come on, camera. It's frozen. You can't tell because you're not focused. Come on. Frozen. Yeah, you like Frozen, don't you? Yeah, you do. Come on, it's down here. Yeah, you like Frozen, don't you? Yeah. Good camera. Building a toy store. Oh, there's only one of those, that's why. Trying to build stuff I can't build because it doesn't exist. Ooh, cool. Little like nutcracker type build. I have to say the nutcracker and ballerina build in the Friends Advent calendar is fantastic. I still have to do a review of that. I should work on that. Even though it might ruin it for some people. Yeah, this is a nice little build. I like it. Kind of have a little flaggy thing there. Yeah, you kind of see those in front of little shops, just a little like statue. Nothing fancy. Building a old-fashioned candy machine now. I don't think these exist anymore. I haven't seen one in ages. Yep. And building a little truck. Maybe it's a Lego set. Is this? I don't know. It'd have to be like a bus if this is representative of a Lego set. And they kind of cheat because they only build one side. This is... I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking micro building. One of these days I got to try to do my own like kind of micro build stuff. I think it just looks cool, and it's just kind of shows how awesome Lego is that you can just build all this different stuff and different, sizes and formats without like literally just buying different stuff, like if you like Hot Wheels or something and you're like, oh, I want mini Hot Wheels, I don't think they have it anymore, but you could get micro machines. But with Lego, you don't have to just buy another product. You can just rebuild it out of the stuff that you have. And I think that's really cool. I know there's a lot of good builders out there that utilize that miniature format, which I think is cool. And there's different scales that people use all the time. I just think it's a nice, unique, new way to build Lego and enjoy it, because it gives you opportunities to maybe build more than you have money for. So they only do wheels on one side because it's like a sign. Okay. It's a really awkward build. Once I get this little thing built, I'll probably show off the front. Or if there's another little front build, I'll show that. But I have to say, it's pretty cool. But like I was saying, is you can build micro build type things and not be spending as much money and still kind of getting the enjoyment of doing some of the stuff. Okay, there's another build here. Oh, that goes inside. So let's show off the outside right now. So the outside here, we have a lamp, just a little lamp. And if the camera focuses, it'll be a bonus. We have like a little toy soldier with a flag, or one of those guys in the UK. Up here we have like a miniature build for a bus. and a miniature build for a train. And then on this side, we have one of those old-fashioned kind of candy machine dispensers. Although it's a little short, in my opinion, it should be on a pole. So some cool little micro builds. Let's check the chat. And not sure I understand what Lily Boo is saying, but I can make assumptions. But yeah, just some nice, cute builds on the outside of this toy shop. I think I like that. One day I want to build like a little micro build city. The last year's advent calendar, the city one, was awesome for that. I like how they incorporated actual sets. I think is pretty neat. So like you have micro builds of sets. The other thing I want to do is micro build like Star Wars diorama type thing, because I think it would be cool to try and build like a big battle scene using micro builds instead of people that are like out there trying to build this stuff with giant sets and everything. I think it would be cool. I don't see enough of it, and I wish I could see more. But people typically build scenes with full-on big sets. And I think it's something that's being missed is an opportunity to build scenes with smaller builds. Hello, Lego channel. Okay. I replied, question mark? No need to call people stupid. I think that's not very nice. Do I have any admins? Yes, I do. But I think we'll be fine. If not, I can modify it. But yeah, I like mini builds, to say the least. How does this... Oh, well, that's kind of weird. I don't like that. Oh, okay, I see now. It's like this. So yeah, there's a lot of mini builds in this little one, which I think is great. So right now I'm loving this set. And I think in hindsight, I probably should have bought it sooner. It's pretty cool. I like mini builds for some reason. Not all the time, because obviously I don't exclusively do mini builds. Yeah, well... Whoa, someone's awake. Welcome, Ruth, to the stream. Is this your first time in the stream? Being on the other side. Let's see here. What am I trying to do? Well, I mean like the micro builds, like, you know, these little things. Yeah. Oh no, small's fine. If you want to jump in, Ruth, let me know. If you don't, that's fine too. For people just joining in, I am building the Creator Toy Store townhouse thing. And we just have kind of the exterior. And trying to get into building in the center area. I think I'm building a register. And also I mentioned that the Lego $100 bills are not accepted at banks as much as I feel they should be. Although that would be kind of interesting, I guess. Oh my gosh, there should be a Lego cryptocurrency. Let's do it. Let's make a Lego cryptocurrency that uses actual Lego dollars. I don't know if that would work. Yeah, I agree. And playing Nintendo. Are you playing Animal Crossing? Because I was speaking about Animal Crossing earlier, actually. Yeah, that was a register. So I think we're done with the first floor. So kind of zoom in. We got those sweet Lego prints over there. We got like a build for a train. I think a garbage truck maybe. And then we have a, whoops, I missed a part on the register. Let's fix that. One of those super old-fashioned registers with the thing on the side. We will say that is an antenna or something. I don't know. No prints on there, obviously, but still a nice old-fashioned little register build. At least I think that's what it is. Unless it's a toy. Feel free to chime in. But I think that the dollar bill by it indicates that it is a register build. We'll be fine. Ooh. If I remember correctly, you've been consistently saying that you don't play Animal Crossing enough. But I was talking about, I think, before I was talking about, because I built the Candy Castle stage here, that Animal Crossing was getting like a little video pack. And by video pack, I mean video, like as in Lego video theme, which is a little awkward because it was canceled. I got so many extra pieces. Can't complain about that. Extra pieces are great. Do you have carpal tunnel sloth? Or something of that sort, or arthritis actually would be another thing, unfortunately. I know when I was into miniature gaming back in the day and painting that stuff, there was a guy, unfortunately, that he had like issues with his hands, so he couldn't paint very good, but he still tried to paint. So I gotta give him credit for trying at least. Yes, I am. I don't know about that. Okay, that's one of those things that was unfortunate. Okay, so I think I'm building the second floor, or at least attempting to. Whoops, and already dropping pieces everywhere. Well, the last bag must have the other minifigure. There's a significant lack of mini doll sets that I have, but I will say that's because I build them so fast and get them built right away, because I enjoy them. I know that's what my channel is mostly about. And see, this is a nice shade of blue, whereas like what I call standard or normal blue, which is kind of boring, this is a much better shade. Looks like this build actually has something to it also. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully they can get you some relief, because I know I have issues with my feet and my legs. And getting some sort of relief is always a good thing. A little piece there, a little piece here. But it looks like the window kind of has a nice kind of build to it. So we'll see how this turns out. Because I always like having it nice builds. Or interesting techniques, or, you know, etc., etc. More of my favorite parts in here. And my favorite yawning. 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 Oh. Yeah, I hope that gets better. Because I know even my mom kind of has some problems, because I've had her build some Lego sets, or try to, and she's had some problems. Same thing with video games. It's unfortunate. Aging sucks. Yeah, this window's pretty intricate in how it's built here. Simple, but intricate. But yeah, like I said, I love this color. Well, thank you. I definitely agree with having tons of color. That's fine. Still lurking is fine. I have no problem talking to myself, if anything. Yep. Ruth has decided to grace us with her magical presence. As I say whenever she joins my streams, I say she brings lots of star power, which I still think is true. Because she is in the social know of the Lego community. Because every time I watch one of her streams, she can like, oh yeah, such and such was doing that. Such and such been working on that. And on and on and on. And I'm just like, I don't know who any of these people are, and nor would I ever be able to like remember. That's okay though. I hope people understand. I have poor middle term memory, short term memory. I don't know which one it is. I think short term, because like I can remember stuff from my like childhood and stuff like that, but like I'll forget something that happened a week ago. I don't know. Yeah, I really like this blue color. I like the shade of blue. I think this is light azure. I don't know exactly what I'm building. People saying hi back and forth. She does. I love her streams. She's the reason why I do stream. Because I think if I would have gone into a stream that was a little bit more volatile, I maybe would never have streamed. Also, her helping me helped a lot. Okay. The stream is not sponsored by Diet Dew. It crisp, great flavor, and it tastes great going down. Mountain Dew, the flavor maker. So do I get $1,000 now? Is that how this works? And I have to say, you shouldn't feel bad about it, but I'm continually sad that I missed the Saturday streams now. Because I was really enjoying them, and I didn't watch the last stream, but I think I watched the one before that. It's really not the same when you're watching it the second time. Because, like, you might say something, and I'm just like, oh, I got something to say about that, or I could mention that, and then I'm just like, oh, that's right. That's okay. Maybe one day I'll put in vacation for a Saturday off or something. I agree. The community has been awesome. I think my expectations were rather low, maybe when I started doing Lego stuff. I was really worried about getting a lot more negative stuff happening, but that did not happen. I'm always leery about meeting new people, but so far I've had no problems. Although I think Ruth keeps it pretty strictly clean. Although I've never seen any slip ups. I think she's kind of like the gatekeeper. She doesn't let you in. You don't get to come in. Yeah. And it's unfortunate, but sometimes it's nice to catch it anyway. Catch the builds. You might have to rewatch the beginning of this one because I went over a eBay Fabuland haul that I had gotten some time ago that I just decided to show, which I thought would be an interesting thing to just show off. Mostly because it was on top of another bag that I was digging through, so I had possible things to do, see what people wanted to do, etc., etc. So far, nothing overly substantial has kind of been built into this build, but we are building a bit more detailed than some basic city thing. I just love this shade of blue. And putting it on a house makes it look pretty nice too. This, okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, and maybe I'm a little more saying it incorrectly, is that when people are join your stream or with your stream, they know the type of stream that you're putting out. That it's down to earth, wholesome, but still silly and fun. Serious, but not serious. And you put out a lot of information that I think is great. I appreciate it. I think that also, I don't think that one way or another it's a shouldn't or shouldn't have to or anything. I just think it's great that you're willing to talk about things and other people's hardships and stuff like that. Because I know some people are like, this is Lego and that shouldn't be in the Lego community and blah, 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 blah. But, well, I hate to say it, but it is. And a lot of the times it's the very people that are complaining about it being the ones that bring it into the Lego community. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty good with it too. And yeah, in a way, I would rather have them picking on me than someone else who might be in a worse off situation. That might be a little bit more fragile, you could say. And just kind of just unfortunate that even exists. But through Lego, try to get people to realize that, hey, this is just Lego. I'm doing Lego stuff. You can talk about certain things and understand things, but it's just Lego. I know a lot of the Instagram groups that I follow are trying to be more diverse and inclusive, and they just get slammed with people complaining about how stupid and all this stuff that is. Like, I know some of them put up the Harry Potter trigger warning before sets and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, okay, that's fine. For the people that need it, that's great for them. For the people that don't need it, it should just be like, okay, whatever. But no, they have to like comment, oh my gosh, they're, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, Don't don't worry about it. I mean, there are people that have to worry about it. If you don't want to worry about it, don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, and I think with any community of any hobby or anything, it's kind of the definition of becoming a friend. You know, if I only built Lego with you and we didn't really talk about anything at all, it's not really a friendship, I say. It's more like a coworker. And I don't think Lego's a job, so it's like making friends. You become like, oh yeah, you did this in Lego, and then you get to know people more, and then you're more interested in them because it's relevant to you. Like if Ruth can't stream for a day and I really wanted to join, well, I'm going to be like, well, is everything all right? And whatever. In comparison to like a worker, you might not know as much. Yeah. I build Lego for relaxation and entertainment and as a nice creative outlet. Because I tend to be a very creative person and always thinking. And it's nice to just get in there and just build something. The other advantage that Lego can have is that you can do it creatively, or relaxingly, I guess would be a way to say it. As in the aspect of just sitting back and building a set, like right now. It's not like, oh, I need to think really hard. Well, sometimes, you get the streaming brain thing, but you know what I mean. It's just following instructions and building. It's relaxing. You're accomplishing. I always look at it as like, even though you're not creating something specifically yourself, you're still putting it together and making something out of a pile of parts. It's a little bit rewarding that way in that you accomplished building it. So it's also relaxing. It kind of takes your mind off things. And you can just sit here and put parts together, and then something cool looking is created out of virtually just a random assortment of random pieces. And then before you know it, you have a toy store with a lot of cool looking little builds. That's kind of amazing. You can get that look out of Lego. And yeah, so instead of sitting around and just focusing on negative stuff, you can pick up a Lego set and throw it together and enjoy creating something without too much stress. It's like I said, it's got instructions. Unlike a puzzle, puzzles are great. I do puzzles with my mom, and it's a lot of fun. But admittedly, there's a little bit more stress involved because you have to figure things out. Whereas for the most part with Lego, the max figuring out usually is finding a part and sometimes understanding a build technique. Not too hard. Oh, did I miss anything in the chat? Yeah, creativity stuff. Yep. And in a way, it's like it gives you an opportunity to write your own stories or paint your own pictures in a way that's easy or easier. Because I know, like, when I used to do miniature painting, that's not really the easiest thing. And you do conversions of models. And one day I should show those off. Maybe I'll do that someday. I'll plan a stream where I can show some of that off that I still have. I sold most of it, though. But with Lego, the big bonus is taking it apart. Making something look like something with the limited palette, you could say. Whoops. Just flicked flour everywhere. And that's one thing that why I sometimes question, like, Lego is making too many parts. That eventually you're going to literally be like building with clay or something. But it's still cool to like create looks and stuff with just certain parts, Just not having everything catered to you. And it's not like you have to be able to do something. You just have to think about what you want and find the parts, and you hopefully have the parts and build it up. It's actually a very nice, simple little look for a little window sill with plants. Once I get the outside done, I will show it off. And as usual, I skipped a step. Oh. This one. And I think that, like, I don't think people realize, but like virtually every mock that I build is indeed story orientated, and I'm not just saying that. In my mind, there's a story. I usually don't really say it, I guess. Ooh, that looks really good. I like that. So I'll show off the exterior here. So I think this is going to be a balcony here. We got a nice little kind of cover there. Windows are nice. We got some decoration here. Here's the windowsill. That's kind of a cool little build. I really like how the corner window turned out. It makes it look round, but it's not actually round because you can see it's squared off. But you kind of have a detail that almost makes it look like it's a little round corner. It's very nice and kind of a simple technique to get that built. Over here we have another window with that. So really like that. You know, that's one thing I need to work on. If you see some of my builds, the exterior doesn't have as much detail as you could say it could, which reminds me, I want to redo Elsa's headquarters, but I'm fighting myself to do not do that because right to the side of me over there is a mock of Regana's tower. And then slightly back to the side this way is a mock of a Mega Apocalypse Popstar Tour Bus. And in a bin somewhere is the start of a mech for me. Yeah. So, got to work on finishing some of those before I want to start another mock. Even though sometimes I really like tapering mocks that way. Because when you have a little creative burst or a thought for one, then you can jump in, grab parts, and build it up. So sometimes that's a cool thing. Right now, I just believe we're building up the interior, detailing in the interior of a bedroom. Speaking of bedroom, I'm yawning a lot. Okay. I wouldn't say that. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you're saying they're blocky. It is Lego, and that's kind of blocky. So I think it's all right. I mean, a lot of times, and this happens in the mini doll forums too, because there's a mock challenge in there, and people, I feel, sometimes don't enter it because they feel they don't have enough parts or they can't build something or whatever. But I really think it's just about trying creativity. You know, sometimes I get in that hole where I think my builds all suck because I'm not as good as these other people. But then I also kind of go like, how many other people out there are trying to build Disney Princess Max? Not many. How many people have an Elsa's corporate HQ that has kind of a background story in their city? Not very many people. So I realized, like, even if I'm not the greatest builder or anything, I still think that it's cool to have the idea and have it going on. And like with your city, you have tons of stuff going on, and I think that's awesome. And even if you think your builds aren't the greatest, like you said, it's kind of the story behind it. So inside's pretty much done. Not too fancy. Pretty boring, actually. We got a bed with not too well detailed, very flat. We have kind of a simple but cool build for a lamp. Got a little plant in the corner and a plant over here. And nothing on the balcony so far. So I believe this is the last bag then. And I have a huge list of mocs I want to make, which doesn't help with anything. Oh gosh, it's a really bad thing if for some reason, like for Black Friday sales or something, there's a ice castle for sale, because I am gonna be weak. I will tell you that. I am gonna be weak. Because I would so enjoy building the ice castle again, and I would so enjoy having the parts to help build a better, newer Elsa's headquarters. Oh gosh, I'm getting that in my mind. I need to stop getting excited about ideas I have and be like, you're excited about this other idea. You remember that one you started? Let's get excited for that again and finish it. Instead of leaving it there on a tray collecting dust. Because I really should get the Popstar Tour Bus done someday. Although, like I said, it's kind of nice, like leapfrogging mock products or projects, because you get different inspiration different times, especially when they're different mocks. Because like Regana's Tower is going to be more of a building, even though Livy's tour bus is kind of a building too. It's just kind of some different stuff. I don't know. I'm just yammering. Yeah, no, and I think that's fine. Because, like, again, not everyone is going to have the skill level, the space, the etc., but I think sometimes it's just cool seeing what someone can do and what their ideas are. Also, Sloth, I have to say, I don't think I commented, I'm not sure, but your video on the Trolls not hot air balloon, I really enjoyed that. I was kind of laughing. It's not a hot air balloon. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's happening? There's a lot of people out there that either make a lot of money or whatever. And it's just like, there's a city with everything that I see built into every city. You know, it's like, oh, here's your city with all your modulars. And then you also always have your Avenger Tower. And then you also have your other sets just shoved into the city, which, I mean, I guess I'm guilty of too. But it's nice to see different cities. You know, even if there isn't necessarily the most diverse, just a different city, like seeing a Heart Lake city, I think is cool. Because you don't see it much. Or Sloth City, which just has any and every character you can imagine, with all their own names and backstory and stuff like that. But there isn't a whole lot of cities where I see a whole lot of, you know, weirdness or uniqueness, or at least I just haven't noticed it. There's a lot of cities where people have lots of money to build lots of big things, which is great. You know, there's some people that build cities pretty narrow or whatever. Solbrick's another one that has an interesting city with an interesting background. Not necessarily, I would say, the most appropriate channel for youngsters, but I think it's a pretty cool city and concept, and everything going on over there is great too. Lamp back there. Let's check the chat. Yeah. And actually, I recently took out my modulars from my city because I was like, I want to get other stuff in there. I don't think I would take out the Ninjago city stuff because to me that's like the core basis of why my city even exists. I think it's just really cool, and those I think will stay in there. Even though I really loved modifying the modulars to be in my city, you know, kind of like you said, they're just the modulars. I don't necessarily want to modify them anymore, because I think at that point I'd prefer literally just building something new. But obviously, if you don't have the parts and stuff, it's not that easy. No, I love that video. I know you're talking about that too, and the trolls are very unique. Very unique. And I agree with not wanting to eat hair cupcakes. I would pass on that too. Yeah. And you know, a lot of these AFOLs will build a city, and like I said, they're just taking all the sets and putting them in their city, or buying multiples of that same set and just making a larger one. And they're not necessarily making it unique for themselves, which is okay. I mean, some people do that in a different way, I guess, but like I really want to see some crazy cities and stuff. Like one thing I would love to see is, it doesn't necessarily have to be elven, but like a tree city I think would be cool. Like a full-on city in the trees with your shops, your restaurants, whatever. A full-on sci-fi city, a moon-based city. You know, different specific themed cities. I've seen a lot of the, like, some really cool stuff is when they do the like cyberpunk-esque cities, just because they turn out pretty wild and have crazy stuff. But again, that's kind of something that's a little more common at times. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times too, like the unique cities that you know, you end up seeing are mocs that people make for events, which is fine. But like, I want to see a city that grows and changes and has all the craziness going on here. So we're kind of building some details on the roof right now. Like, someone should do an entire Ewoks actual city and have shops and people there. Yeah, all Ewoks all the time. That'd be so expensive though. I really want to, I really kind of wish I shouldn't say that because I'm just planting myself with ideas. Get a bunch of the treehouse set when it was cheap. Very, very much more. It makes it fairly interesting though. When I came across his city. Well, but that's the thing, you know, it's very interesting. It might not be for everyone, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely different. Definitely different. And that's a good thing, because I think people just being the same is gets boring. Maybe. I am not sure if I will build the Disney book. We'll see what the time frame is when this is done. I might just, because it'll probably be really quick. And I literally got that for parts anyway, because I already have one. And I cannot wait to get the next two. Oh, I'm gonna love it. That's good. I imagine by your Lego channel title. Yeah. Poor little Ewoks. I just think, like I said, a different kind of city. Ooh, I just got another idea. An all-robot city. Ooh, that could be interesting. Instead of restaurants, you have flavored lubricants or something. Oil flavors or something. I don't know. But still, that would be super definitely unique. And like not a micro, but like a mini city. I still want to do something like that with the builds from why do I have so many parts left? From the city advent calendar. The like little vehicle builds, but not like the micro cities. A medium city. I don't know what you would call it. Oh, I gotta build the bird. Welcome back, creative designer. Yeah, see, that's something unique and cool. I bet that's that's probably not in any other city, to be honest, with the liquid air. There you go. Just saying hi back and forth. And see, that's what kind of makes it more interesting at times. Seeing interesting stuff. Because I used to follow Jang and his city, which he never really updates as much, and he kind of does some interesting things a little bit different. And he also has the goal in the end that he would prefer to have his city have no Lego sets in it, which I think is a cool idea, all custom. And I don't mind people not doing all Lego sets either, because I think sometimes it's cool to have those just kind of sets that are actually made by Lego, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was thinking for a little bit of putting Elsa's ice castle in my city, but then also I was like, but I already have her headquarters. It wouldn't fit. Oh, where's this one part? There it is. Okay, it doesn't really stay in there very well. I am not a fan. I don't really like that. But whatever, we're building Lego, I guess. I think I'm building a little rocket ride, which is kind of cool. I think I have the original set of that. I haven't been watching Jang lately. Did you know that Jang was the one that made me challenge myself to do a YouTube video? Because there was one year he was debating reviewing some of the Friend sets, and his response was, no one wants to hear a male voice reviewing Friend sets. And unfortunately, my voice sounds very male. And that was an anxiety point, but I was like, I will challenge him and do that, because I actually really, really liked his reviews. He did a good in-depth job, kind of a little inspiration for what I wanted to do, because I just really liked his reviews. And then he stopped doing a lot of them. It's just kind of unfortunate, because he does a really good job at them. I have not had any experience with the Jack Stone sets. I have not looked at them or really even seen any. So, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on them. All I know is that I believe they're the kind of bigger minifigures, But then again, that's the same thing with mini dolls. People hate on mini dolls. So if it's different, they don't like it. Pretty much kind of the consensus. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's pretty simple little build for a kind of cool thing here. Oh, put this part here. Kind of a... I forgot to build the bird. I forgot a whole page. I do that way too much. And I don't think it's just when I stream. Where's the little birdie? Little birdie. I actually really like their brick-built birds. I think they look really good for how small and simple they are. I mean, obviously they're a bit big for what they are, but I still think they're pretty cool. So you got this little red bird here. Just a nice, simple little build. Looks like a red bird. Pretty accurate. Just like I think I built the chickens with that castle, and those are pretty good. Their brains are too rigid. Crisp, refreshing flavor, Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah, they do. Well, I think it was more so saying that he didn't think that people wanted to hear him reviewing girl sets, which is so not true. Because he does such a good job on them. It's like him saying nobody wants to see the best reviews possible just because I have a male voice, which I don't think should be the case. Yeah, I think he kind of just went, because he used to give opinions on pretty much all the Lego sets, and I think that's why I really liked him, is because he had the same kind of thought pattern for Lego as I did, because I have a bad habit of liking everything to certain degrees. And then he kind of, especially with Kappa, his reaction to Kappa kind of, I don't know. Actually, it wasn't necessarily his initial reaction to Kappa. It was his reaction after his fix to Kappa. Because I think he was very far from kids content, and one of the furthest, because like literally he does very serious reviews. And his reaction of putting his face on it fixes it made me go, you made a big deal about it, and then you're just like, meh, all I need to do is this. And then like that's pretty, yeah, that's not really doing anything. In fact, I would argue putting a face to it is actually more oriented to children, because instead of just focusing on the actual set, you're now focusing on childish face reactions and stuff. Maybe that's just my thinking, but I am building a Lego rocket ship, and I'm going to the moon in it. I'll have to look at those, just take pictures of them. Yeah, I mean, that's entirely feasible. But like I said, there's just one random video where that's what he specifically said, is that he doesn't think people want to listen to his voice on girl sets. And that's entirely possible that it's based off of math, which is fine. At the time, I really didn't care. That's just kind of how I looked at it. So that was my challenge, to see if I could ever change that. And obviously, I did not put enough effort into it, which is my fault. But also, I'm not going to magically get to the level of Jang in a year. Some other people have way more success in that field. And I don't know if one of them's still watching, Chrome Lego Cat, I think, actually does really good videos on Lego Friends stuff. And I see potential there. Oh, chat. Robin, it's just, they're just different. Yeah, but I don't know. Does that mean you're actually able to watch it, Corny? Corny is here. I should tell Ruth about our little thing that popped up yesterday that made you feel uncomfortable. Unless you already told her. She would probably agree with me, though. Cool. Because I don't normally get you to do that, but I think the reason is because of daylight savings. Because it's now technically an hour later here. Nope, you didn't tell Ruth. I don't know if she's still here or not. She said she was crossing animals. I said, okay, Ruth, I said, Corny, I will buy you a Lego dot set with a case if you paint a case in a way that I want it to be painted. Nice. Okay. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I finished this build. Let's zoom in and see what we got here. So the roof, kind of plain except for this one cone part, which is over the window, which kind of gives it an interesting look. We got that sweet red birdie. And we have a more built up balcony with a nice little flower pot with some flowers in it and a lamp. And as a side build, we have this. And I'm missing parts on it. 1 second, as usual. Always skip a step somewhere. But this is like the toy rocket ship ride you might see in front of a grocery store, where you can put a character in the seat and put a quarter in or whatever. And then it's hard to show at this angle, but you have a little thing that you can push to make it look like it goes, which I think is awesome. The only thing is I feel like it's a little bit hard to do with this, just because the gear is kind of in a tight, awkward spot. And the other figure we got is this little boy with a pretty spiffy coat. Focus. But it's modular, so yeah, like this. So we can pop it together and get this look. Let me just take the comment down for a second before I drop this. I really like how the total package looks from the outside. It looks great. It looks very close to modular quality. I really like that. The interior, not the best. The apartment upstairs isn't the best. I do like the store with the Lego prints. I like it. I like this set. Oh, let's check my chat. Yeah, I understand that too. No, he's not. Yeah, it is. I like it. Turquoise. That's actually blue. I think my camera's manipulating the colors a little. Yeah. Yeah. So Ruth, he said no to that. And I'm not going to be forceful about it. He says it makes him uncomfortable, as he says in the chat right there. Even though, like I said, it's not a gift that needs to be returned or anything or blah blah blah. So I'm gonna build the storybook because now I feel like it, and I got a little time left. Well, I got lots of time left, but so I already have this built. I got it ASAP when it came out because I just loved it. I could show stuff on stream though. I did a parts review of it. I think I did a regular review of it too, or at least I should have. But the storybook sets maybe a little overpriced, but I think they have a lot. And I think that's kind of overlooked a lot of the time. Oh, my sticker sheet's pooped on. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, Ruth Corney said no, and that's fine. I don't want to make him feel bad or anything or stressed out about it, which is not my intent. I said if I can find someone that lives by him, I'll try to get him to give him one magically without him knowing it. Stick it in his backpack or something. Oh, this set has so much good in it. This is the set my camera really likes, by the way. So here's our printed storybook. And then the other one, just unprinted. And the interesting thing with the Encanto storybooks is that they are going to be different. Because they are going to have a built-in locking mechanism, which looks like the locking mechanism that was in the secret box. But it's going to be on one of these parts. So there's like a little box here that you're going to probably build some stuff into. That's going to allow it to be effectively like a lock, although a very easy lock to pick. Very easy lock to pick. And the instructions for these always come in poster form. Oh, I really like these little storybook builds. Yeah. I personally don't like that blue. This actually has a lot of that blue in it too, this set here. And one of the interesting pieces, the Opal Essence Satin Light Blue Flame, otherwise Frozen Ice part. Such a versatile piece, kind of. So we have two studs on the edges here, and they have holes all the way through. And you can also put stuff in here. So, I believe in my video, I did this as an example. So here, we have a frozen leaf part in the ice, and it fits in there perfect. So you could probably put some prints in there. I will warn, though, that it won't be easy to get out necessarily. You're going to have a tool. Hey, will this work? Oh, no, it's not going to work. So a 2x2 print won't work. Do I have other print hanging out somewhere? Oh, got a great idea. I got a great idea. Ancient people come across a Lego set frozen in ice. Upon defrosting, they find out it was a lame car from a city set. Where am I? Yeah, I mean, but, and I've been through this already with people. If I send a gift, it's a gift. It's not meant as a payment. It's not I have to have something in return. To me, there's, it's really no different than working at a job. I mean, I could say it's a birthday gift. It's not like I'm spending hundreds of dollars. I'm not going to buy an ice castle for Corny because I would rather buy it for myself. But, so here's just a little ice build. Really nothing too special. Maybe you can imagine this as maybe a miniature version of the ice castle, possibly. But I'm also not going to say what I would want painted on that, because then I'm going to feel bad if Corny uses one of his that he has and paints it on there. Because also he's talking about painting the one that I literally just ranked in first place, which is fine. It's fine for repainting stuff. I just think it's cool. Now we're building a super micro version of the boat from the movie, which the actual clear crystal parts on it are actually a little bit rare. This looks like a super tiny micro version of a ice canoe. Kind of, right? Focuser. Sometimes my camera takes so long to focus. I don't know why. But if you never built any of these storybooks before, basically you're building a lot of small little builds that are going to go in the kind of center part mostly of the storybook. And then the concept is that they will be able to close it up and then reopen it, and you'll still have kind of that build all built up. So it's not just like a container that you put a bunch of parts in. You're actually getting it almost like a pop-up book, really. Yeah, like a pop-up book. That's how I would describe it. Can't see the instructions. Very good here. I'm already failing at things. The builds aren't too complex. You're not going to get really any fancy build techniques through it. Number one thing I like about them is the parts and the micro dolls. because I think they're really cute, and they give some different, I don't know, micro doll outfits. I have no problem using the heads that come with them for regular heads on mini dolls. That doesn't bother me, I guess. I know some people look at them and they're like, way too cartoonish, and then they don't want to use them. I don't have a problem with it. And see, there's one thing, and this is one thing I understand. Some people that give gifts expect something. And I don't like that. That to me is not a gift, because like if you help someone give a gift or something and they ever come back and say, "But I gave you all that stuff and now you're doing this to me," type attitude, no. I hate that. So that I can understand with people, because they feel that if someone's giving them a gift, there's an obligation of something later, an unknown obligation, or that they feel obligated to give a gift back, which I do not think is the case. That's not a gift then. That's a payment. It's a down payment for something. Well, that's why when I give a gift, you can throw it in the garbage, whatever. It's my decision to have it happen. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. You know, I've given gifts multiple times to people and just whatever. I'm not gonna, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't give something and then expect something in return. To me, that's not a gift. To me, that's a down payment. Oh, Adora Build's heading to the bed place. Thanks for popping in, Ruth. You have a wonderful night and sleep. Hope things are going all right for you. And Brett's Builds pops in. Right now, I am building Elsa and the Nock Storybook Adventures, which is just a lovely set and a lovely part set. Just so many wonderful parts in here. Lots of the satin blue. Not as much as the Ice Castle, but can't really, yeah. Kind of hard to beat. Okay, so now this part's a little more exciting here. Here you can see that it's kind of interesting what's going on here. So, yeah, you can put figures on the jumpers all the time, but we have these satin blue kind of windshield parts. It's kind of really small windshield parts. We got 3 of them, kind of hard to see. And then we also have these little gem parts. 4 of those in satin lay blue. They pop in via a bar. And then we have this hexagonal type shaped printed dark purple kind of flag windshield type part. Just beautiful. Love it. Love the parts. I just think it's great. Wait, what? You just got a comment on the new box of someone also. Oh, is someone else painting them like you are? Hello, everyone. Castle. Everyone's saying hi. Hello, everyone that is joining the stream. I am building the Elsa and Nock Storybook Adventures. A wonderful storybook set with wonderful pieces, tons of Translate Satin Blue, a wonderful part. We got prints in here. Obviously, these always have some prints in here. There's going to be micro dolls. It's a small, wonderful little set. I think currently you can get it for $16 in some places, which is a better deal. These are big parts, which some people don't like, some people do like. I'm going to use them for stuff. I just wish they weren't printed. I mean, it's cool that they're printed, but like, kind of like the Friends pods. I wish those weren't printed. I think if they weren't printed, they would have a little bit more use. Now we're building up a rock monster. Or actually, no. What were they? Rock trolls? Yeah, I think they were called rock trolls. Oh, I'm going to have to watch Frozen again. But first I have to watch Brave, because that is actually going to be the next Disney princess mech that I make. Is it upside down? No, it's like this. Okay. Yeah, there's even these 3-leaf parts in orange here. I think that's really cool. Why is this not? What the heck? Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot the arms. The silly little arms. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so this corner has a rock giant troll thing and a very micro birch tree type build. So you can see how the birch tree... I love different colors of those floral parts, and we're getting them in white in one of the Chinese New Year sets that's going to be coming out in January. And here's Rockman. Oh, and in one of the Encanto sets, I believe, we're getting them in pink, in dark pink. I'm going to have to order millions of them. But that's just a small little corner build. I think we have most of the main builds done here. Let's flip it over. Okay, we also have a little rock corner build and a bridge. Super simple build for a bridge. And here's your epic bridge. And a rock corner. I feel like I have extra parts. Did I miss something? No, I don't think so. Not yet. What? Thank you, Cornet. Ah. It's Brett's birthday today? Happy birthday if that is true. Hopefully you got lots of Lego, or at least time to maybe relax, build some Lego, or hang out with family, or something such and such like that. So now I got to build the storybook. Other unique parts is this Technic pin in a metallic kind of gray. I always screw this part up because I don't look at the instructions. You just think, it's so easy to do. Still feel like I'm missing something. Oh boy. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Oh, yesterday was the birthday. Well, then, happy yesterday birthday? Yester birthday? Day after birthday? Should we just celebrate every day as a birthday? Of someday being a birthday? I'm just yammering. Okay, let's see where these parts go now. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anyone use these storybooks for any sort of intricate builds. I think it's a nice way to build up a quick, like, box type design. For a spaceship would probably be great. You could do some walls, a big door, some other things. I think it's still pretty cool. I know I want to make Star Wars versions. I think that would be an awesome thing. Just haven't gotten around to it. I think that's it, except for the characters. So here is our micro Olaf, which kind of has a pretty good body print there. Otherwise, the head's is kind of the same head we've had, except we got a new one. Same unicorn horn carrot. And Corne can pop in here and tell the names of the characters, because I'll probably say them wrong. Okay. Oh, that's... Okay. This has got to go on here. And I think I'm not going to put the stickers on, because like I said, I have one of these built already. But I will show them. So, Elsa. And this is kind of her middle of the film outfit. Love her facial expression. Slight smirk, although no smile. Love that they can get the printing on these small little dresses. I think that's great. And then we have Elsa towards the end of the movie with a different facial expression for once. And again, nice printing and even a different hairpiece, which I love. And then I believe this is Innuenda, which is Elsa's mom. And she has kind of a cool hairpiece too. And again, with the really nice printing for the little micro doll. And we also have the Knock, which is completely, except for the back part where you could put someone, that satin opalescent blue. And you can barely tell, but there is some printing for the eyes. You can kind of see it shining more in my unfocused look. But that's the figures. I'm going to finish kind of building this up so that I can then... did I build that upside down? Grr, I built it upside down. Whatever. It's probably time to wrap up the stream after this too, because I'm failing at building. Okay, flip this over. Yeah, this way. And this way. No, this way has to be perfect. No customizing. It must be perfect. I think you're supposed to put the middle one in last. Whoops. Okay. So here is the sticker sheet, and it's on the kind of glittery shiny, which I just think is wonderful. We have some cool fish. We got just kinds of sparkles and snowflakes, some other trees, obviously the book kind of stuff. Just love it. Definitely has use in other places other than this set. And then here is the full book. So you can see basically kind of an ice castle-ish type build up front. We can bring this down to finish the bridge. I think that's really cool. You can see all the way through. And then we have some kind of ice detail here. And then kind of just more detail over here. Got your corner with the rock, and then you can put stuff there. And then it all closes up all nice in this book with that awesome print. And then obviously you could put stickers all over it or wherever you want. But yeah, so I know people have complaints about micro dolls, but I think they're cute. I like them. I'm sure little kids don't mind them as much. I think a lot of the time we want posability and stuff, but we don't think that kids don't care as much about that. Some do. Not all of them. But that is that set, and let's check the chat. Star Wars was good. Aliens. It's not good. I agree. I'm a big fan of Star Wars, but I'm limited on how many gray sets I can buy. Really? There was one in a Harry Potter set. Well, that was a deer. And there might have been another. Oh, there was one in the jewelry box for Elsa too. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream because I'm getting kind of hungry and need to use the facilities. So let's go over what I all built. I built the candy stage, which I kind of felt was a mediocre set with some nice minifigure accessories, and it's just kind of minor set. I built the toy shop and townhouse, which I think is a lovely creator 3-in-1 set. Just a lovely. Obviously not as detailed as a modular, but I think the outside looks fairly detailed. And then towards the end, we built the wonderful Elsa and Nox storybook, which has lots of opalescent parts and cool stickers and beautiful micro dolls. And yeah, so yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank you all for coming. And if you watch again or whatever later and you popped in, I appreciate you just even popping in. It's always fun to talk Lego while building Lego or doing anything with Lego. It's good to just talk to people too, especially, you know, we're all around the world. We can't necessarily do it as easy. And I appreciate it. It's a really nice hangout. I appreciate people spending their time with me. I don't know if I'm the best of people, but I'm going to wrap it up and say thanks again. Bye to everyone. Thank you, Elle. I just thanked myself. Oh my gosh. Ignore that. Thank you, Sloth, for joining. Thank you, everyone else for joining. I appreciate it. And hopefully I will stream again and we'll see you again. Bye.